Welcome. All right, in this video we're going to simplify a rational expression. And to simplify this, we factor the numerator and denominator. In this case, the denominator is in factored form. The numerator, well, the question is what two numbers multiply to negative 30 but add to negative 1? Those numbers are negative 6 and a positive 5. So that factors 2x minus 6, x plus 5. At this point, we can see there's a common factor in the numerator and denominator, x minus 5. X minus 5 over x minus 5 is 1, and 1 times x minus 6 is x minus 6. All right, now what's nice to point out to students is this is equivalent to this. So if you get out your graphing calculator and have students graph this and see what the graph looks like, make sure they put parentheses, around the numerator and denominator appropriately. And when they graph this, they're going to see it's the same thing as x minus 6, but there's one difference, and it doesn't show up on the calculator. So x minus 6, the graph is going to look, if we graph y equals this, x squared minus x minus 30 over x plus 5. If you graph that, it's going to be the graph of this. The difference is down here at negative 5, on the graph, there's going to be a hole because negative 5 is not in the domain of this because you get division by 0. That hole does not show up when you graph it. If you look on your calculator, you're not going to be able to see it because it's so teeny. So the graph of this and the graph of y equals this and the graph of y equals this are the same, with the exception of one point at x equals negative 5.